And we say good morning to you. Welcome. We are live again at Movement Mortgage. You see behind us the big red M&M as we're live here again in Boones Creek, right across from the Cracker Barrel at Movement Mortgage. We'll be joined by, of course, the manager here, Jeremy Livesey, going great guns. They are flat moving the property. So if you're looking to buy a home, farm, condo, mini farm, whatever the case may be, Movement Mortgage can help you. If you're looking to get a loan to borrow to purchase a home or a property, these are the folks you want to talk to, and we'll do just that coming up here in just a little while. We say good morning to you. It is the second day of the work week. It is Tuesday, March the 20th, the first day of spring. Officially rolls in today at 12:15, although you look at the weather forecast, they're calling for a winter storm warning in the mountains tonight through tomorrow night. So we're talking some significant snow. We got rain here locally and probably some mixed snow and rain, but up in the higher elevations, obviously, where it's going to be much colder, the obvious, it will be snow, and a lot of it, apparently, for this late March snowstorm to usher in the first day of spring 2018. We say good morning to, we always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Today is no exception. The verse of the day to get us started out of the book of Acts, Acts 2:25, 26, and 27 says, "Because I am at your right hand, you will not be shaken. Therefore let your heart be glad, your tongue rejoice, live in hope, I will not abandon you." How about that? Because I am at your right hand, you will not be shaken. Therefore let your heart be glad, your tongue rejoice, live in hope, and I will not abandon you. That is a verse to get it started today out of the book of Acts, Acts 2:25, 26, and 27. We have lots to talk about today. We've got some basketball, certainly, with March Madness kicking back in on Thursday and Friday. We're going to be joined a little bit later on in the show. In fact, at the bottom of the hour, Dan Estes coming to town. Big deal. The Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship coming in later this year. And so lots of money coming with it. There's actually going to be two tournaments. There's going to be the PPA tournament, which is the Professional Putters Association, I think, the Players Championship coming to town. This is a nationwide tournament coming to the Tri-Cities in June, and also the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship coming up in June as well, along with the St. Jude's Putt-Putt tournament. So Dan's going to join us a little bit later on. Also, Mike Hedrick joins us at the top of the hour, checking in with NASCAR. Mike, again, with lots to tell us with the big racing weekend out in California, wrapping up the three-race West Coast trip. And now they come back home for racing this coming weekend in Martinsville, the Paperclip in Martinsville, Virginia. Maybe a soggy weekend back in the eastern part of the country, but they are coming back to race, of course, into Texas and into Bristol. In fact, we are, 26 days away from the Food City 500, which means 25 days away from the Saturday racing with the Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300 and the Zombie Auto 150. So, how about this right here? Boom, there it is. You can enter to win tickets to Bristol Motor Speedway. Enter to win at TomTaylorSports.com/contest. You can do that now. Winners will be announced Monday, April the 9th. So there you go. It's your chance to get involved in winning tickets to the world's last great Coliseum. Enter to win. Simply go right there, TomTaylorSports.com/contest. We'll announce the winners on Monday, April the 9th, and maybe you'll go to the world's last great Coliseum on us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Last year, we gave away tickets. We sent folks to the race from 4 different states. So you are eligible to get in there and register for tickets to go to Bristol Motor Speedway. Jimmy Johnson back to defend his crown for the Food City 500. Eric Jones in the Xfinity Series, and Harrison Burton with the Zombie Auto 150 in the K&N Series. So should be a great weekend of racing coming up. It's right around the corner, roughly 3 weeks out by the time this weekend comes, so not that far away. Of course, the track beginning to get spiffed up, really starting to spit shine it, as they say. Get ready for the fans coming to town, and we'll be there broadcasting live from the track next week, getting you ready for the countdown to Bristol Motor Speedway, the world's last great Coliseum. It is the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We thank you for being with us. And again, we're here live at Movement Mortgage, right across from the Cracker Barrel in Boones Creek on this Tuesday, March the 20th, 2018. The first day of spring comes in officially at 12:15 today. And so we'll take a quick break, come right back. We'll jump in here and go. We got lots to talk about. And again, our guest lining up today, Dan Estes, will join us from Putt-Putt. Again, the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship, pretty cool, coming to town with lots of money. They're going to be doling out to folks who win. And then the PPA tournament, you're talking $15,000 to $20,000 worth of prize money. They're going to be bringing it into the Tri-Cities in June. It's not been in here in a long, long time. And so we'll talk to Dan about that because they're using his courses to play the putt-putt. Also, a little bit later on the show, Jeff Bingham will join us from B&H Wealth Strategies, talk a little hoops, and also got a little get-together tonight at Giuseppe's in Kingsport you may want to get involved and be a part of. So Jeff will join us a little bit later in the show as well. As we said, Mike Hedrick talking NASCAR in just a little while. And lots going on in the world of NASCAR. Saw where Kyle Busch getting a little chippy. Old Kyle, I love him to death. He's my driver. And when he doesn't win for 2-3 races, he gets a little whatever. Some say whiny. I would say grumpy. The guy simply says, I'm paid to win races and lead laps. And when I don't, I get upset. I'm a competitor. I can't fault him for that. Now, I would have to say his bedside manner is not always the best. But, again, the fact of the matter is he is driven. He's a competitor, and he wants to be out front. He doesn't want to just drive around. He wants to win races and lead laps. So he's a little grumpy, or as the article said, a little chippy. Never understood chippy. Either you're just grumpy, you're just mad. Chippy. I don't know what that sounds kind of like. I'm kind of mad, but I'm not mad. Kind of a sissy thing. A little chippy. Either you're mad or you're not mad. So he's upset. I've never understood the word chippy to describe someone's emotions or mood. But anyway, not a happy camper. He's been close, but no cigar, so we'll let Mike talk about that as well at the top of the hour. Also, some baseball news, all that coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back as we're live again, as we said, on the road of Movement Mortgage. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll be at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday, we'll be live at Champion Chevrolet. And Friday, we got a surprise for you. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on show number 712 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Our great sponsor at Sprint, giving you a chance to save at all Sprint stores across the Tri-Cities. When you go into any Sprint store and say you heard the Tom Taylor Sports Show or Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, they'll give you 25% off or a fourth off any accessory in the store. That would include Urban Armor gear cases, OtterBox cases, any screen protectors, tempered glass 25% off, wireless charging stands, pop sockets, tablet cases, wireless chargers, battery packs are all 25% off when you say you heard the Tom Taylor Sports Show or Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball. Also, Beats headphones, both the headphones and the earbuds, 25% off when you say you heard the show. Also, 3-piece magnetic organizers, battery packs, tablet cases, JBL portable flip speakers. It goes on and on. Anything accessory in the store at any Sprint store in the Tri-Cities, say you heard the Tom Taylor Sports Show and or Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, and save 25% off today at your Sprint store across the Tri-Cities.
And be sure to stop by the Sprint store and save, again, 25% off any accessories in the stores. And so you want to do that and take advantage of it. And we appreciate the folks at Sprint partnering with us. We partnering with them, as you can see here on the side, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's take a look last night NIT play. Again, the quarterfinals from last night goes as follows. Oklahoma State defeating Stanford 71-65. Utah blows out LSU, beat them by 24, 95-71. NIT play last night. St. Mary's goes to 30-5 as they eliminate Washington, beat the Huskies 85-81. And a big upset. Western Kentucky knocks off the number 1 seed in one of the regions. Southern Cal loses. Western Kentucky goes to Los Angeles. The Hilltoppers knock off the Trojans on their home floor 79-75. Tonight, quarterfinals, Penn State at Marquette, Mississippi State at Louisville. Those games being played tonight. Again, Penn State at 23-13, Marquette at 21-13, and then Mississippi State, the Bulldogs, at 24-11 in Louisville against the Cardinals at 22-13. First game at 7, second game at 9 o'clock tonight. Then the CollegeInsider.com tournament. They got all these tournaments going on for all these folks to let them play, and so last night, Sam Houston State defeats Eastern Michigan in that particular tournament, 69-62. Also, the College Basketball Invitational. You would wonder, all these tournaments, unless they just said no, why East Tennessee State didn't get asked to come to one of these tournaments. Obviously, you're in there with Sam Houston State and Central Michigan and Liberty and Campbell and Mercer. Mercer went to the College Basketball Invitational. Jacksonville State. I mean, all these schools. Maybe Steve Forbes just said we're not interested. So I don't know, but again, last night it was in the CIT tournament. It was Sam Houston State defeating Eastern Michigan 69-62. Last night in the College Basketball Invitational, the CBI, if you will, the quarterfinals, Jacksonville State over Central Arkansas 80-59. Saw last night where there was a terrible tornado that went through Alabama and really did a lot of damage on the campus of Jacksonville State. Campbell defeated New Orleans last night 71-69. North Texas beat Mercer 96-67, and San Francisco, the Dons, beat Utah Valley 78-73 in the College Basketball Invitational. So again, you would wonder, or at least I do, why they didn't get invited. And maybe Coach Forbes said it's either the NCAA, they're not here, or nothing at all. I don't know. But you would think, again, the invitation will be extended to a team that had the kind of year that East Tennessee State's men's team did. The ladies went to the WNIT and lost to James Madison's Lady Dukes last week in Harrisonburg, but they got invited. So maybe Forbes just said we're not interested. I don't know. But anyway, that's what's going on there in basketball. Of course, we'll talk some more March Madness a little bit later on in the show. Got some folks going to weigh in on their calls and picks and decisions on who's going to win those games Thursday and Friday for the Sweet 16 for the NCAA. Don't forget, all Food City locations offering tickets to two of the most popular NASCAR events, of course, the Food City 500. And, of course, you can still get your tickets to the Bass Pro Shop. Even though it's not till August, you can get those now as well. But obviously, we're pushing the Food City 500 in 26 days. $50 for adults, kids 12 and under, a $10 ticket. And also remember, when you purchase your tickets through Food City, every ticket you purchase will earn shoppers, you of course, 500 additional value points in their Food City Value Card. Value points are redeemable to save money on fuel and groceries. All the tickets will be selected by knowledgeable members of the Bristol Motor Speedway ticket office. Tickets will be sold at the front office of each Food City location through April the 10th, so you still have some time to purchase your tickets. Tickets will be emailed a few days following you making your purchase at the front office at any Food City. So again, 500 value points per ticket. We've already figured up that gets you 3 gas visits per ticket. So if you go in and buy, as most folks do, a pair of tickets, you're talking 1,000 value points. You're talking 6 gas visits where you can get 15 cents off per gallon of gas. And if you go on Wednesdays, you double your pleasure and you get 30 cents off on a gallon of gas. So good stuff. And so that's going on right now through April the 10th at all Food City stores. Tickets to the Food City 500. Again, we're 26 days out. And then on that Saturday, April the 14th, you have, as we said, the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300, the Xfinity Series, and the Zombie Auto 150, the K&N Series, both running on that day, 450 laps. Kids on that day, on Saturday the 14th, get in free if you're 12 and under. An adult ticket only $30. You can purchase those again at Food City. And when you buy your tickets for the Saturday racing, you also get 500 value points per ticket. So it is a no-brainer to get your tickets through Food City at all 130 plus locations across 4 states. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We are again live at Movement Mortgage, again right across from the Cracker Barrel here in Boones Creek, and you can smell it cooking from here. It's good food over there, but even better opportunity for you to save and get bought, because Jeremy and these folks work very, very hard to get you into the home or the farm or the condo or the mini farm of your choice. So all you have to do is go to jeremylivesey.com, check out his website, J-E, of course Jeremy, J-E-R-E-M-Y, then Livesey, or L-I-V-E-S-A-Y, Jeremy Livesey, and go to his website at jeremylivesey.com and check it out and see just exactly what all is going on for you to take a look at. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we'll be joined by Dan Estes. Up next, we will take a break, and we'll come back and take a look at high school baseball and also softball. What happened yesterday, what's scheduled for today, including a ball game we have today. The Elizabethton Cyclones coming off the big 10-0 slaughter rule game over the Sullivan East Patriots. We'll go to Sullivan East to play today, hopefully, weather permitting, at 5 o'clock. We'll go on there right around 4:30, 4:45 with the broadcast, and again, get ready. And we hope to get that one in for all the rain, and then the ultimate temperature changing snow comes in here. We're calling, again, or they're calling, the National Weather Service a winter storm warning, not a watch, but a warning now for the mountains of East Tennessee, western North Carolina, and southwest Virginia tonight. Heavy snows. The rain we're going to get here locally in the Tri-Cities will be snow, and a lot of it in the mountains of the Carolinas, in Tennessee, of course, here in East Tennessee and southwest Virginia. So hopefully we'll get this ball game in. 5 o'clock first pitch, again, Elizabeth and Sullivan East. We'll recap all the baseball and softball from yesterday next here on show number 712 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7, and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back at Movement Mortgage, don't forget, starting today, you can do it right now. Enter to win at the TomTaylorSports.com/contest spot where you can enter to win tickets to go to Bristol Motor Speedway to see the Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300 and or the Food City 500. And so enter right now, TomTaylorSports.com/contest. Winners will be announced on Monday, April the 9th. So get in there and get your name in the bucket, and good luck. See if we will pull your name for the tickets coming up on Monday, April the 9th. Send you Race Week 2, the world's last great Coliseum. So good luck again, and hope you're a winner, and hope that you like it and share and tell you sign up and tell all your friends to sign up as well. Let's take a look at high school baseball. How about it? We'll start at Science Hill. It doesn't get any better than this. Brandon Feathers, again, absolutely perfect on Monday night. We're going to use the quotes from Jeff Birchfield out of his article, our dear friend from the Johnson City Press. Pitcher threw 17 strikeouts in a perfect game as the Hilltoppers beat Crockett 12-0 at Warren Miller Field. Didn't matter if he was throwing high, low, whether it was a fastball, slider, curveball. 6'4" right-hander is going to be playing ball at Radford University. Again, through a perfect game, overshadowing a big night of the plate, too. The Hilltoppers had 13 hits, including a 2-run homer by Matthew Levi in the third inning, and a grand slam by Ben Grable in the seventh. And so Science Hill coach Ryan Edwards, who has coached Will Carter, Matt Pope, Daniel Norris, was as excited about Feathers' performance as anything that he's seen. How about that? A perfect game. There are Major League guys, most of them have never pitched a perfect game. So Brandon Feathers, 17 strikeouts, including striking out the final 7 batters he faced. So he put on a clinic last night. Big win for Science Hill over Crockett at Crockett. And so a big W last night. And so it was at Warren Miller Field. Big win, obviously 12-0 the final there for the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Unicoi County swept Sullivan South in a Three Rivers Conference doubleheader, 4-3 and 6-2. Played them both yesterday because of the rain and the weather coming in, which I think is smart. The Blue Devils got a dominant performance on the mound from Clay Simpson in the nightcap. Caleb Wilson won the opener, striking out 6 batters. Also, they've got a first game home run from Owen Nicholson, and Brett Strother got a couple of base hits. Blue Devils got a dominant performance on the mound from Clay Simpson in the nightcap. He struck out 9, allowed just 1 hit. Troy Podman went 2 for 3 with a homer and 2 RBIs. This is a guy who played basketball, big old wide body. And hello, Johnny Phillips. Thank you for watching the show. Be sure and register for free tickets to go to Bristol Motor Speedway if you're so inclined. Go to TomTaylorSports.com. You'll be wear this out right here. Nope, wrong one. Let's go down to that one right there. And so TomTaylorSports.com/contest. Be sure and get in there and get your name in the bucket to win those tickets. We'll be giving those away. Multiple winners, I might add, coming up again on Monday, April the 9th. Anyway, the teams played a doubleheader in anticipation of the weather on Tuesday, so Unicoi County gets 2 big ones over Sullivan South, 4-3 and 6-2. Daniel Boone doubles up Cherokee, 6-3. Hunter Adams drove in a pair of runs, and the homestanding Trailblazers got a 3-run 6th inning to hold off the Chiefs. Cade Elliott, Eric Rigsby, Matt Cox, and Zach Taylor each had 2 hits for the Trailblazers. Ethan Crowder had 3 hits to lead Cherokee. Steve Owen and Trey Courtney also had 2 hits apiece for Cherokee. Boone got them 6-3. Tennessee High all over Volunteer. 10-run 7th inning to break open a close game. Tennessee was led by Banks Presson, Ryan Gibson, Tanner Booker, Jason Van Hoy, and Nick Dobbins with 2 hits apiece. Alex Wilson and Aaron Wills each had 2 hits and drove in a run for the Volunteer Falcons. And so tough luck, because Eli Dixon was the starter for Volunteer, and he held the Vikings to 2 earned runs through 5 and a 2/3 innings. The bullpen let him down, and Tennessee High all over Volunteer 16-2. Dobbins Bennett traveling. They defeated Cane Bay down in South Carolina at Summerville. 8-5. Indians win that one. Cannon Farrell went 3 for 4 and drove in 3 as DB's baseball team picked up a win. Scored 5 times in the second inning, highlighting John Deason's stealing home. Will Gladson had a run-scoring double. Isaac Whitehead also drove in runs with singles. And so Tanner Dorn, by the way, pitched a complete game, giving up 6 hits and striking out 5. They will play West Ashley today, and they've improved to 5-2 on the season. Other baseball scores: University High doubles up North Green 6-3. Henry Borthwick had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Junior Bucks get a big win in the Watauga Valley Conference. Jack Bembry also drove in a pair of runs for UH, and North Green again held them to 5 hits. He was the winning pitcher as well, was Jack Bembry for University High. Happy Valley defeats Central 5-2. Kevin Whitaker and Hayden Holtzclaw had 2 hits apiece, and Nolan Eastlick had 2 RBIs. Matt Long had 2 hits for the Cougars, but again, Happy Valley wins that one 5-2 in boys baseball. Let's see, Hampton all over Cloudland 13-3. It was Gavin Harden going 3 for 4, pitching a 5-inning complete game as the Bulldogs rolled past the Highlanders. Dylan Johnson 2 hits for Cloudland and a losing cause. Unaka shuts out Sullivan North 2-0. John Ramsey, this guy can do it. Struck out 16 last week, struck out 14 last night while throwing a complete game as Unaka shuts out Sullivan North. Final there was 2-0. Game we had right here on the Tom Toad Sports Show Facebook page. Trey Shown goes the distance, picks up the win. 10-0 win on a slaughter rule game over the Sullivan East Patriots. You had Ryan Wetzel, Evan Perkins getting big hits in the first inning when Cyclones put 4 on the board and never looked back, winning 10-0. And so the same two will play this afternoon, weather permitting. 4:30, 4:45 airtime, first pitch at 5 from Sullivan East. And so looking forward to going up there and bringing that ball game as well. Let's see what's happening in softball. Take a look at softball now. First off, Elizabethton all over Happy Valley 21-2. The Lady Cyclones. Macy West drove in 5. Kaylin Shell drove in 4. Shell, Hannah Edwards, and Haley Fair each posted 3 hits for Elizabethton. It was Unicoi County defeating Central 13-1. Blue Devils scored 13 runs in the first inning in Irwin to put the game away. Riley Stiltner and Chloe Powers each had 3 hits for the Blue Devils. Courtney Willis led Central by going 2 for 3 and drove in the team's lone run. Tough day for the Lady Cougars of Sullivan Central. Unicoi County got them 13-1. It was Daniel Boone's ladies shutting out Sycamore in Hendersonville. Savannah Russell pitched a shutout, giving up 2 hits and striking out 4 as the Trailblazers won in the Commando Classic in Hendersonville, which is, of course, hello, Marcia Estes, thank you for watching, young lady. We're going to have her hubby on coming up here in just a few minutes. Also, Oakland turned right around and beat Daniel Boone in softball. They were tied 1-1 at the end of the time games. They went to the international tiebreaker, and so it was won by Oakland 6-5 over Daniel Boone. Murfreesboro, Oakland. Science Hill's Lady Hilltoppers. Casey Bennett's opposite field 2-run home run at the bottom of the 7th gave the Lady Hilltoppers the big 7 win. And so they are now 5-3, 3-0 in the conference. Pioneers go to 2-1 in the conference, and 1-1, I should say 2-1 overall, and 1-1 in the conference. So that is a look at baseball and softball. Let's run down the standings and who's supposed to be playing today. Again, weather permitting. Hard to believe looking outside, we got a winter storm warning for the mountains tonight. Again, we're talking anywhere from 2 to 8 inches of snow supposed to fall tonight in the higher elevations of Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina. Again, from yesterday, I think we ran them all down for you. Science Hill with that perfect game by Brandon Feathers, 12-0 over Crockett. Tennessee High beat Volunteer 16-2. Dobbins Bennett over Cane Bay, South Carolina, 8-5. Patrick Henry, Virginia beat Johnson County 3-2. Unicoi County takes 2 from Sullivan South, 4-3 and 6-2. Elizabethton, right here on our airwaves, defeats Sullivan East 10-0. Happy Valley beats Central 5-2. University High 6, North Green 3. Unaka's Rangers behind Ramsey's 14 strikeouts beats Sullivan North 2-0. And a Hampton over Cloudland 13-3. And Southwest Virginia baseball, it was Ridgeview 18-5 winners over Castlewood, and Lehigh beat J.I. Burton 6-0 in boys high school baseball. Baseball games scheduled today. Crockett at Science Hill. Again, the new format, you play each other back-to-back days, which I like. And so Crockett and Science Hill play today at Cardinal Park. That'll be at 6 o'clock first pitch. Dobyns-Bennett takes on West Ashley in Charleston, South Carolina at 5 o'clock. Of course, Kingsport in Sullivan County on spring break this week. Volunteer at Tennessee High tonight. Johnson County at FCA. You have Elizabethton at Sullivan East, as we told you, scheduled at 5 o'clock first pitch. Happy Valley at Sullivan Central. North Green at University High. Unaka at Sullivan North. And Hampton at Cloudland. In Southwest Virginia baseball today, you got G.I. Burton at Ridgeview, Honaker at Eastside, and Thomas Walker scheduled at Bell County, Kentucky. Standings look like this in baseball, the Big Seven. Tennessee High on top at 3-0. Dobyns-Bennett at 1-1. Science Hill 1-0. Daniel Boone at 1-0. Cherokee 1-2, and Volunteer and Crockett are 0-3 right now in Big Seven baseball. Three Rivers Conference. Going to be a great conference race in this conference. Unicoi County at 3-0. Happy Valley at 1-0, Central at 2-1, East at 2-1, Elizabethton at 1-2, Johnson County at 0-1, and Sullivan South at 0-4 right now in the Three Rivers Conference baseball race. In the Watauga Valley, Hampton Unaka at 1-0, University High at 500 at 1-1, and then you have North Green and Cloudland at 0-1, and Sullivan North yet to get started in conference play in the Watauga Valley Conference. In softball, again, from yesterday, it goes like this. Science Hills ladies over Crockett 2-1. Elizabethton all over Happy Valley 21-2. We told you that one. Unicoi County beats Central 13-1. In Southwest Virginia, Gate City's Lady Blue Devils beat J.I. Burton 10-1 in softball. Rye Cove over Council in 5 innings 15-0. Ridgeview defeats Eastside 7-4. Honaker 17, Castlewood 3. Twin Springs beats Virginia High 11-5. That is the games from yesterday in Southwest Virginia. Today scheduled: Dobyns-Bennett at Science Hill, Volunteer Crockett, Daniel Boone at Cherokee, Gate City at Tennessee High, Unicoi County's ladies at Happy Valley, Sullivan Central at Johnson County, Sullivan East participating in a tournament in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Cloudland at Unaka, and Southwest Virginia softball, Abington at Union, and Lehigh's ladies playing at J.I. Burton. Standings again as we go to the break. Big Seven softball, Science Hill 3-0 on top of the conference right now. Crockett at 1-1. Volunteer, Daniel Boone, and Dobyns-Bennett yet to start conference play. Tennessee High 0-1 and Cherokee at 0-2 in the conference. Three Rivers Conference, Elizabethton 2-0, South and East, and Unicoi County at 1-0 in the league. Unicoi County 0-1, and Happy Valley and Sullivan Central at 0-2 in league play. And then you have the Watauga Valley Conference. Softball standings, ladies 2-0 for Unaka Lady Rangers. North Green, University High, and Cloudland have yet to get started. And Hampton and Sullivan North at 0-1 in conference play. And again, in soccer, I want to pass those on to you as well. From yesterday, it was Lebanon defeating Wise Central 5-2 in Southwest Virginia. Today, soccer scheduled to go: Bearden at Science Hill, Dobyns-Bennett at Tennessee High, Crockett at Daniel Boone, Elizabethton soccer hosting Volunteer at 6 o'clock today. That'll be played at the football stadium, and Gibbs will be at Cherokee again in soccer in Northeast Tennessee for this Tuesday. All, of course, weather permitting with the rain coming in here. Of course, I think they play in the rain as long as there's no lightning again for soccer. It is the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, right here's where you want to go to enter to win tickets at TomTaylorSports.com/contest. Winners will be announced Monday, April the 9th, sending you to the world's last great Coliseum to watch racing, the Food City 500, the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300, and the Zombie Auto 150. All three of those ready to go. And so all you got to do is go there and enter to win. We'll give the tickets away and announce the winners on Monday, April the 9th. Quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll be joined by Dan Estes, going to join us talking putt-putt. We're excited about it. This is a big deal. Not one, but two big tournaments coming to town later on this year, and we'll tell you all about that next year on show number 712 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just two great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. You can see on the screen our buddy Dan Estes with the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championships. Got two great putt-putt courses here in the Tri-Cities, in Kingsport and in Bristol. And we were there on Saturday playing putt-putt in Kingsport. Had a blast. And good morning, my good friend. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, I appreciate you checking in with us. So let's jump in and talk about it. You got not one but two big tournaments coming to town in the Tri-Cities in June. Tell us about it. What's going on?
All right. On June 23rd and 24th, that's a Saturday and Sunday, we have the Tournament Players Championship, which is a $15,000 tournament. It's one of the top three Professional Players Association tournaments nationwide and worldwide, really. We'll have players from all over the United States and probably a few from overseas playing in it. And then coming up the Thursday before that, on June 21st at 6:30, we had the Tennessee State Championship, which is about a $2,000 tournament.
So did I hear you say the first tournament was, the first one you talked about was $15,000 in money? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
$15,000. So it's like I say, it's one of the top three tournaments in the United States this year for putt-putt.
And they're coming to Kingsport, the Kingsport Putt-Putt, which is really cool.
That's professional. Right. Come out. Everybody come out and watch them play. And we'd be glad to have you.
Yep, it's on Saturday and Sunday, June 23rd and 24th. But before that, again, is the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship. Again, going to be played at the Kingsport Putt-Putt. So who can be a part of that? Mm-hmm. So who can?
Well, there'll be professionals. There'll be a professional division in that also. And like I said, it pays $2,000, and that'll be at 6:30 on Thursday night. It'll be 2 days before the big tournament.
So you got two big ones coming to town. Thursday, June 21st, the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship, starting at 6:30. There's money involved in that one, too, is there not?
Yeah, on the Tennessee State, it's $2,000 tournament, and the Tournament Players Championship, which is Saturday and Sunday, is $15,000.
$15,000. So if you don't play, you can certainly. I mean, you're encouraging folks to come by there and watch that, right?
Yeah, be glad to have them.
Be a spectator. Yep, and that's coming up there at Putt Putt on Stone Drive in Kingsport. Then in between those, or right after those, I should say, we'll be over there helping out with the St. Jude's. I'm going to try and get over and do some stuff with you on these too. I think it'll be a lot of fun to broadcast from these, at least one of the day. But St. Jude's, again, the Putt Putt coming up June the 28th in Bristol, and in Kingsport on August the 2nd. You're a big supporter of St. Jude's. Tell us what's going to be going on those 2 days.
All right, on August the 2nd, June 28th will be our first year in Bristol, which we'll have a good tournament there. But on August 2nd, the last 3 years, the last 5 years, we raised a little over $100,000 for St. Jude, about $20,000 a year. Last year we raised $21,000, and we usually have Lobby Road and Benny Wilson and Asylum Suite. They all usually come out and play. So bring your lawn chair. We have silent auction items, So we got a little bit. We got golf to be auctioned off, motel rooms, Gatlinburg, and golf around the whole area.
That's coming up on August the 2nd in Kingsport, and then the first one will be June 28th in Bristol. So
that's right.
We're talking to Dan Estes again with the Tennessee State Putt Putt Championship coming to town, but he also has 2 putt-putt golf courses, or putt-putt courses, and he also has a golf course in Bristol. Tell us about that one.
All right, we bought the old Cedars course a couple of years ago, and we've got it up and running, and we're running a special right now, $20, all you can play. So come on out and see us. We're about a mile from Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a Bristol Golf Club at the Cedars.
There you go, Bristol Golf Club at the Cedars, Cedars. So that's where he's at, and $20 all you can play. Is that right? $20 to play all you can play?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a great deal right there. So anyway, it's all going on. We're going to have you back on soon, but again, mark your calendar, June 21st and June 28th. And, of course, June 23rd and 24th, so we'll keep in touch and get him back on real soon. Dan, I appreciate you. We love playing putt-putt at your place. It's a lot of fun, and everybody can play putt-putt, can't they?
That's right. So come on out and play and have a good time, and we always appreciate you helping us on this deal.
You got it. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right.
Good man right there. Yes, sir. Good man right there. Our buddy Dan Estes. Appreciate him very much. Again, great chance to get out there and play some putt-putt and do it for a great cause on the 28th, again, to help out St. Jude's at the Bristol Putt-Putt. And again, June 21st, the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship coming to town. $1,500 to $3,000, right around $2,000 purse will be doled out to folks. And then the Professional Putters Association Championship coming to town. $15,000 purse for these guys. I think it's primarily guys. This may be some ladies, but it's primarily gentlemen. 23rd and 24th of June. Marcia said it's going to be an all-day event starting at 8 o'clock on Saturday and 8 o'clock on Sunday. We met Marcia, of course, his lovely bride, Dan's lovely wife. So she was telling us over there when we were playing putt-putt that it'll be an all-day event. 8 o'clock on Saturday and 8 o'clock on Sunday. They start on the 23rd and 24th of June there at the putt-putt in Kingsport. It's pretty cool stuff. That's a lot of money. $15,000 to win to play putt-putt. I may get my club out and start playing a little bit. See, what was it over there the other day? Par was 36. I shot a 38, which is okay, but it's not going to win me much shooting a 38 on a par 36 course. But anyway, had a good time. It's always a lot of fun to putt-putt. 2 locations, putt-putt in Kingsport, putt-putt in Bristol. And as we said, not everybody can play golf, but everybody can play putt-putt. Go out there and have a good time. And I always notice when I go play putt-putt, there's always folks smiling. I never see anybody upset. Always people grinning and having a good time when they play putt-putt. Tom Taylor Sports Show coming up, top of the hour. We'll talk NASCAR with Mike Hedrick. Also, a little bit later on, we'll talk to Jeff Bingham about the brackets and March Madness, get his take on that. He's a big sports and basketball guy. NBA from last night's running down for you. How about my Spurs? San Antonio defeating the world champion Golden State Warriors 89-75. Now there's an asterisk. Four of the starters for the Warriors didn't play last night, but they won nonetheless in San Antonio by 14. Other NBA Finals, Detroit 16-point winner at Sacramento. Brooklyn wins by 3 at home against Memphis. It was Miami, an 8-point win at home against Denver. The New York Knicks get a win. Not many of those this year. An 18-point win at home over the Bulls. Lakers go into Indianapolis and lose. Pacers got them by 10. The Cavaliers go to 41-29. LeBron a triple-double as they beat Milwaukee 41-29 is a record now. They beat Milwaukee by 7, 124-117. And the Philadelphia 76ers, a 14-point winner at home against Charlotte. Tonight got some good matchups. Oklahoma City, 43 wins at Boston to battle the Celtics with 47 wins. Houston, 56-14 in Portland to battle the Trailblazers, who have 44 wins under their belt. Other games tonight, Toronto at Orlando, the Clippers in Minnesota, Dallas and New Orleans, Utah hosting Atlanta, Detroit at Phoenix, all that going on tonight in the NBA. And the National Hockey League, take a look from last night. The Predators keep on keeping on. They shut out Buffalo in Buffalo, 4-0 over the Sabres. Preds now 48-14. Predators stopped 35 shots on goal in that one. And so the Preds go to 48-14 as they lead the Western Conference, continue to lead the Western Conference. Sabres fall to 23-37. Other winners last night, Columbus skates past Boston in Boston 5-4. Florida, 2-0 winner on the ice at Montreal. The Kings, a 4-3 winner on the ice at Minnesota. And Arizona beats and skates past Calgary 5-2 on their home ice last night in Arizona. Tonight, it goes as follows. Columbus skates in New York against the Rangers. Dallas at Washington. Edmonton and Carolina. The defending Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins skate in New York against the Islanders tonight. Florida at Ottawa. It is Tampa Bay with the best record in the National Hockey League at 49-19, hosting Toronto at 43-27. Good matchup tonight in Florida. Philadelphia skates in Detroit. Winnipeg plays host to L.A. tonight. Colorado at Chicago. The Vegas Golden Knights home to Vancouver. And the New Jersey Devils on the road at San Jose against the Sharks in the Shark Tank. And that's the National Hockey League schedule for this Tuesday, March the 20th, first day of spring today. At 12:15 officially comes in with a winter storm warning tonight for the mountainous counties here in our region. That's crazy. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Movement Mortgage. We're going to be joined by Jeremy Livesey. Again, check out if you're looking to take out a loan or I guess that's how you say it. Take out a loan or get a loan, probably the better English, to buy a home, a condo, a mini farm, a farm, some property, whatever the case may be. Go to JeremyLivesey.com with Movement Mortgage here, right across from the Cracker Barrel in Boones Creek. Movement Mortgage is the company, and his website is JeremyLivesey.com. Back after this, show number 712 on this Tuesday on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here with the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitat, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations Use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Our great sponsor at Sprint, giving you a chance to save at all Sprint stores across the Tri-Cities. When you go into any Sprint store and say you heard the Tom Taylor Sports Show or Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, they'll give you 25% off or a fourth off any accessory in the store. That would include Urban Armor gear cases, OtterBox cases, any screen protectors, tempered glass, 25% off, wireless charging stands, pop sockets, tablet cases, wireless chargers, battery packs are all 25% off when you say you heard the Tom Taylor Sports Show or Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball. Also, Beats headphones, both the headphones and the earbuds, 25% off when you say you heard the show. Also, 3-piece magnetic organizers, battery packs, tablet cases, JBL portable flip speakers. It goes on and on. Anything accessory in the store at any Sprint store in the Tri-Cities, say you heard the Tom Taylor Sports Show and or Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, and save 25% off today at your Sprint store across the Tri-Cities.
Be sure and stop by any Sprint store and save 25% off any and all accessories. Again, just by saying you heard the show or you heard Elizabethton Baseball, either one, you get yourself 25% off. It is the first day of spring. I thought it'd be cool to check this out real quick before we go back to the top of the hour and visit with Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. Spring officially begins today with spring starting at 12:15. The word equinox, spring equinox, comes from Latin words that literally mean equal night. On the equinox, the lengths of the day and night are nearly equal in all parts of the world. The equinox enjoy the increasing hours of sunlight with earlier dawns and later sunsets. So I thought I was right about this because I kept thinking sometimes, I always thought spring, the first day of spring was on March 21st. Learned something here in this article. The first day of spring is marked by the spring equinox, which falls on March the 19th, the 20th, or the 21st every year. It's not always the same day. The equinox happens at the same moment worldwide, though our clock times reflect a different time zone. So equinoxes are the only 2 times a year that the sun rises due east and sets due west for all of us on earth. Of course, God put all this in motion, obviously. And so it is this year. I thought that some years, thank you, Jerry Keller. Hello, my friend. How are you? Sometimes it falls on the 21st, and I was right because I kept thinking spring's on the 21st, not the 20th. Just learned something new. It falls on different days of the year, or every year, different days, I should say. March 19th, the 20th, or 21st. So this year, obviously 12:15 today, first day of spring, and as we said, it's pretty interesting with that. Having said that, given the fact that there's a winter storm warning coming up for all of us in the mountains here tonight in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia in the higher elevations. Let's see what's going on, some other things happening. First off, in baseball, East Tennessee State will look for its second win over Tennessee this season. It visits the Vols at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. First pitch is at 6:30. They pinned a loss 10-9 on the Vols earlier in the month, so Tennessee at 10-6, Tennessee at 13-8. They'll play East Tennessee State, the Bucks, at Tennessee. Again, the Bucks at 10-6, the Vols at 13-8. They'll play tonight at 6:30 at Lindsey Nelson Stadium in Knoxville. College basketball, Charlotte hiring Virginia Associate Head Coach Ron Sanchez to be its new men's basketball coach. Spent 9 seasons on Tony Bennett's Cavaliers staff. Will be in charge of rebuilding a program that finished 13-17 this season under Mark Price, who was fired mid-season, and interim coach Houston Fancher, and so now the new coach will be and is Ron Sanchez, coming over from Virginia, the new coach for the Charlotte 49ers. As we told you, Carson Newman went to the Elite Eight. Carson Newman's Brianna Smith missed a 25-footer at the buzzer. 7-seeded Union holds on late to beat the 2nd-seeded Lady Eagles 73-70 on Monday in the NCAA Division II Elite Eight. Former Elizabethan star Kayla Marisites finished with their 12th double-double of the season, 11 points, 14 rebounds. Carson Newman 32-3, matching the program record for wins, but they lose again, as we said, losing a heartbreaker, going all the way to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and losing a toughie. So that's how the old ball bounces, I guess. We're live here at Movement Mortgage. You can see on the screen again right behind us the big red M&M. They are on the move, and our buddy here to make him to take it to the next level, and he's been doing it because he's been doing a phenomenal job. Our buddy Jeremy Livesey, who's one of our great sponsors, obviously, here on show number 712. And let's get him on the camera so we can hear his golden tones. And we're going to talk about the Cavaliers for a minute because the coach stepped away, and then LeBron goes out and gets a double-double. So he had a heck of a game last night. Good morning, Mr. Livesey. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm hitting the right buttons.
There I am.
He is. There he is.
Hey.
Live and in person. So what about it? Cavs, what do you think's wrong with him? Is it his heart, the coach?
I don't know. He has, this is like the second or third time he's been out, so it may be. I hope it's not serious, but your health is the most important thing you got, so take care of it.
You better believe it. So he's complaining of chest pains. He's been having chest pains for weeks on end. Can't sleep at night, so that would tell me stress and the old ticker, and stress will work on the old ticker. So he has stepped away. Larry Drew's going to be the interim coach of the Cavaliers. They go out last night, and LeBron drops in a, triple-double, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, LeBron's actually the coach, so it really don't matter with Lou out. So.
I think you're pretty much right.
But they got Kevin Love back, so it's all right.
So the Cavaliers win last night. They're now 41-29. Cavs beat Milwaukee 124-117. He had 40 points. How many assists and how many?
I think he had 10 assists and 13 rebounds or something like that.
13 or 14 boards. Yeah, 40 points. So are they the best team in the East?
No, actually Toronto's pretty good.
I'm thinking so too.
Yeah. So we'll see how when playoff time, when they actually get all their players together. But Toronto looks pretty stout.
Toronto at 52-18 plays tonight in Orlando. The Celtics at 47-23 hosting Oklahoma City tonight in Boston. That'll be a good ball game. Oklahoma City at 43-29. My Spurs got a big win last night.
Yeah.
Of course, Golden State had 4 All-Stars on the bench.
Yeah, they played the JV team last night. And
no, wait a minute.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
The Golden State JV team.
Yeah.
Draymond Green got hurt too, didn't he?
He got
a pelvic concussion.
He got hit where it hurts. Yeah.
Yeah. Right there in the L. Yeah. That'll make you talk like this.
That's irony. That's karma coming back on you.
I think so. So right now you have the best teams. Houston tonight plays at Portland. Houston at 56-14.
Yeah.
Golden State's 53-18. Can Houston dethrone the world champion Warriors?
I think so.
Do you really?
So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you over the Warriors?
I'm just tired of it.
Okay. I am too. I'm tired of hearing about Kevin Durant.
Well, I'm just thinking if Houston wins and makes it to the finals, then I'm good with Toronto. Because if you're going to do both, you do something different, might as well do it all different.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So.
Well, I keep hearing about how Golden State could beat any of the Bulls teams, any of the old Celtic teams, any of the old Lakers teams, and I'm thinking, nah, not a chance. They're okay, but they're not that good.
Pretty good.
You think so? You think they could beat Jordan's team in a 7-game series, or
it's a different ballgame?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think the teams of the '80s. I mean, if you're looking at versus teams now, I'd take the Detroit Pistons of the late '80s with Rodman and
John
Sally and all those guys, and Isaiah Thomas. Because if they're playing by those rules, then the people nowadays they're all finesse. So I don't think they could make it past halftime with some of the people back in the '80s.
Now, who was on that? Let's see. Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, Bill Laimbeer. Joe Dumars. The microwave. What is his name? Vinnie Johnson. Dennis Rodman. Isaiah Thomas. Somebody else I'm thinking. Let's see.
They were good.
Yeah, I guess it was Rodman, the one I'm forgetting. Yeah, they could play. They could play. Rodman's.
Him and Laimbeer, they were just mean.
Yes, they were. They played rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. So, anyway, we're live at Movement Mortgage. You see on the backdrop here the big red M&M. So, It has been going great guns. For folks out there to say, what is Movement Mortgage? What's it all about? Kind of give us tell us what's going on. Is that when people sending you messages?
My wife is watching us as we speak.
Hello, Mrs. Livesey. Everything good in her world?
She's at the house right now. Yeah.
Such
She's not at work, so she's happy as can be right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
She is a striking young lady, as you will know. Beautiful young lassie. How long y'all been married?
Going on 3 years.
There you go, 3 years. Yeah. So good job. The old boy out punting his coverage, what I'm saying. So she's
absolutely.
Yeah. She's the sweetest. So she is watching. Hello, Mrs. Livesey. So for folks out there that have no clue, that's kind of cheesy, a grown man doing this. Hello.
Yeah.
So now I'm embarrassed myself. Okay, moving right along. Movement Mortgage. So for folks out there who have no clue what this is all about, tell us, my friend.
Basically, we're built on speed and accuracy. So, take a loan app. Like just for instance, we took a loan app yesterday. It's already been underwritten. So, we'll have it probably closed.
Since yesterday?
Took a loan app yesterday morning. It's already been through underwriting.
Wow.
And so basically, our time frame is 7 days to get everything done, except for maybe the appraisal or something like that. That way, people can go about their lives and not have to worry about all this.
We talk about the 671. Tell us what those numbers mean.
6 is for 6-hour turnaround for underwriting. So if we send a file down, 6 hours later you get your approval back. And 7 is 7 days for processing, and then 1 day to close. So
here you go. 671. JeremyLivesey.com. L-I-V. We can see on the screen how you spell his name. So go to his website. But if you're not watching, actually Livesey says hello. So me waving cheesy at work, she said hello.
You got some feedback on that one. That's good.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. All right. So anyway.
She's married to a celebrity now.
Yup. Right here. This guy's the deal. Jeremy Livesey, great guy. So since we've been in here we come in once a month. Since last month, you got folks you're helping. They're moving in, folks moving across town, downsizing. Is there a trend?
People moving in. We just closed on a family yesterday. Moved here from outside of Chicago, and they just love the area. They visited here years ago and just fell in love with it, and now they're retiring here.
We live in a lucky place, don't we?
We actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we take it for granted, but yeah.
I think you're right. Last month, you were talking about a guy that moved in here from California that actually he left his job in California and made money coming to Tennessee.
He took a pay cut, theoretically, but due to taxes and stuff like that, he actually makes more money now.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So we love Tennessee. We love here in Appalachia. Again, it's hard to believe today's the first day of spring. They're calling for a winter storm warning.
Yeah, it looks beautiful out there right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, although it is starting to cloud up a little bit. But it's supposed to turn cold and snow a lot tonight in the mountains. If you got travel plans, in all seriousness, you want to check before you take off because they're calling a winter storm warning now for the mountains of Virginia and Tennessee and North Carolina. So it could get interesting.
Thank God all these dogwoods have already bloomed.
Right outside of your office, too. Bradford pears and the dogwoods and the redbuds.
Yeah.
Budded out.
So good.
All right, so your March Madness bracket, is it blown to smithereens? Did you do a bracket?
No, I did good so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're the first one I've talked to that's done good.
I'm actually leading my pool.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you pick?
I picked Virginia to get beat in the second round, so I was good with the.
Did you really?
The whole Maryland, Baltimore County thing, and I overshot my odds on UT. They kind of hurt me there. But if we want to go through here, I picked Florida State to beat Xavier. I lost on
North Carolina.
UNC. I had Michigan going all the way to the Final Four, so I'm still good there. And I got Villanova winning it all from up here. I got Duke from here, and I had Tennessee going there. The South region for everybody, I think, is pretty much toast. So it looks like it's going to be Kentucky. I think it's going to be sad.
As I said yesterday on the show, look out, here they come. They got Kansas State, and then Loyola takes on Nevada. A couple of teams that weren't supposed to be there, but that's the beauty of March Madness. Now you're sounding like you're not real excited Kentucky's going to be there.
I'm not a Kentucky fan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I picked right up on that.
Yeah.
So, in the West, Florida State, Gonzaga. Who do you like there?
I figured Gonzaga win that one.
All right. Michigan, Texas A&M.
Michigan.
All right. In the East, Villanova and West Virginia.
Villanova.
All right. Texas Tech and Purdue.
That's a good game. Probably Purdue, though, but I think Texas Tech will give me a good game there. Texas Tech's playing good.
In the Midwest, by the way, we've got my man coming up here in just a few minutes, Mike Hedrick, talking NASCAR. We'll get on the phone with him from Northern Virginia, talk a little NASCAR. Midwest, Kansas and Clemson.
That will be a good game, but I'm assuming Kansas will probably pull it out.
Syracuse and Duke in the other Midwest region.
Pay money to see Syracuse win, but I don't think they're going to.
Oh, really? You don't like Duke?
I'm just tired of seeing them in there.
Okay. You want somebody new?
Well, I mean, I think Syracuse being like a little Cinderella story. They were in the first four, and then they're already they can make it to the Elite Eight. That's pretty impressive.
They had to win the playing game.
Yeah.
The first four.
That's a good game.
They did.
Yeah.
And then they beat TCU.
Mm-hmm.
Then they beat Michigan State. They beat some pretty.
Yeah, Michigan State game that was surprising.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, it looks pretty good.
All right. So I'm trying to think who I've still got left. I had Gonzaga going all the way to the West Regional.
Well,
I had them beat Michigan going into the Final Four. I had Kentucky getting that far, but I did have Virginia going all the way. In the East, I had Purdue going all the way. I've always liked them since the beginning of the season. Don't know why.
They're a good team.
But I think they're going to win
good.
the.
Villanova looks good.
Oh, I know. They can play.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Kansas in the Midwest. So I got 3 out of the 4 still rolling. But
I think pretty much everybody's South region is toast.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
So
JeremyLivesey.com. So when you go to the website, what will we find?
You'll see a really good picture of me. And
did Mrs. Livesey make fun of the coat and tie for that picture?
Probably, yeah. I think she did actually. Yeah. That was the last time I think I wore a coat and tie.
Mm-hmm.
And
sharp dress, man.
Yeah, so I looked good that day. And there's an apply now thing. There's some little blurbs about the company, and you can do an online application. You can upload your docs from there. That way you don't have to. It's all secure. So it's pretty cool.
It is a satellite office. Home office is where for Movement Mortgage.
Charlotte,
North Carolina. How many offices do we have, and how many states?
A lot.
Yeah.
It's like 1,700, whatever.
Offices.
It's on that thing over there. We have 450 locations and over 3,000 employees. So we're actually over 5,000 employees now.
Founded in 2008, now in over 44 states.
Yeah.
Op centers are Charlotte, Virginia Beach, Phoenix, and Richmond.
Yep.
So, and this is the one for here in the Tri-Cities that's hot.
Yeah.
Hotter than a $2 pistol. Who are the other folks in here making this office go besides yourself?
So we have my assistant, Brittany. Did I just crush your finger?
Yeah, you did.
We have my assistant, Brittany Kasem. Then we have McClure Boyd, Rob Wagner, Jennifer Holyfield, and Angie Omlin. And then we have Crystal up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right across from the Cracker Barrel here in Boones Creek. Brand new place. Love this office.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite places to come. This is nice. You spread out.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuff everywhere here, and that's good that you don't see, but that's good. Hello to Andy Thaxton Peace, watching up in West Virginia. Andy Peace watching. Jerry Keller, Marcia Estes, Johnny Phillips, Rob Fritz, some of the folks. Oh, before we go to the break, I want you to be sure and do what we've been telling you already to do. Go right here and enter to win tickets to the TomDailySports.com/contest. We're going to send you to Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll announce the winners on April the 9th, so please do that. And we're going to put you in a position to go to the world's last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. You come back here in a little while?
Sure.
Would you do that?
Sure.
All right, we want to do that. Jeremy Livesey, JeremyLivesey.com, Movement Mortgage. What kind of numbers you got so far in March?
Just under $3 million for closing.
Here in this office?
Yeah, me.
You?
Yeah. I think we've closed
1 month, $3 million.
I think we've closed 1.5 of it so far, but we got about $3 million closing. So we're staying busy.
There you go. We run with champions, and this guy gets it done. I tell you, he does a phenomenal job. So $3 million already in this office, and we're not even done with March. It's pretty good. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Took my breath away. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we
Plus,
tried.
it crushed my hand.
Yeah, so we have to get him.
And a broken finger over here. That's okay.
Popsicle stick.
We're all right. Popsicle stick and some duct tape works every time. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk NASCAR with Mike Hedrick. We'll go to Northern Virginia, get the very latest as they come back this way after a 3-race trip into the West Coast. Coming back to Martinsville this weekend. We'll talk about it next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. dreams. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Let's go to the phone and go to our buddy in Northern Virginia. He says it's raining cats and dogs in Northern Virginia. Our buddy Mike Hedrick. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, I don't mind the cats and the dogs coming down, but I got roofers up there trying to get a tarpaulin. I hope I don't see none of them coming down like the cats and the dogs. Had a little bit of a roof leak, but we got them up there. They're putting a little tarpaulin in. Hey, we're supposed to be getting snow here in a little bit. I'm in Northern Virginia. What in the world? First day of spring, Tom.
Unbelievable. First day of spring coming up at 12:15, which is in T-minus, well, right now. We've now hit spring, so happy spring, Mike Hedrick. Again, up there with buckets of water and a leaky roof, and he'll get her done. He's a warrior, and he'll make sure it gets done, and everything will be good. And Mama will be happy because the roof won't be leaking. Ain't that a country song?
If it ain't, it should be. Hey, and speaking of spring, man, let's spring right down into that race last week. What an awesome time out there at Auto Club. Martin Truex, we knew he was going to get a race. And you know what? We knew he was going to get stage wins. He's kind of the king of the stage wins. But, yes, Martin Truex Jr. gets his very first win of 2018. That's his first at Auto Club and his 16th of his career. It was a really great race. A bunch of guys out there. Kyle Busch was out there in the lead, a whole bunch. Lead changes, about 16 of them. I think really the story a lot of people were talking about was Kevin Harvick. Everybody was expecting him to get try to go for 4 in a row. And you know what? He looked really fast, but he got himself kind of racing tight and tight with Kyle Larson. And I guess them two boys just couldn't let each other go because they were at about lap, I don't know, it was 25 or 30, somewhere around there. They were racing each other for 5th and 6th, and Harvick comes down. Next thing you know, he wrecks himself. He winds up finishing 35th out of the race. But great race for Martin Truex Jr. He won by an incredible 11.7 seconds. That's the largest margin since Kurt Busch won by 25 seconds back in 2009 at Texas. But great run by Martin Truex Jr. You knew he was going to get a win. The Toyotas were looking pretty good. Great racing out there at Auto Club.
Truex picks up his 16th career win, as Mike alluded to, and so he had been tied with the swerving Ernie Irvan, so he passes him. He's now 16 all-time wins, and so he is now chasing Curtis Turner and Marvin Panch, who both have 17, and then right around the corner from those guys, if they stay the same, are Casey Kane, Joey Logano, and Ryan Newman, and Harry Gant and Neil Bonnet, and Jeffrey Bodine all with 18 wins. So that's where he's at right now on the all-time wins list. But it was a dominant performance. You beat somebody by 11 seconds. That's a butt whooping. I'm telling you, that's a big-time win.
And it sure is, And I mean, he just actually went the whole way. I mean, he won the pole, so he started on the pole. He won the first stage. He won the race, so he actually got maximum points. You can't get any more points than that. Well, you might have got the one extra stage points, but he got 60 points, and 7 of those are playoff points. Follows him all the way into the playoffs. Stunning run by him. Kyle Busch, third place finish. That's his third time in the top 3. Again, how frustrated is he getting? Well, Kyle Busch will let you know how frustrated he'll get. He'll just tell everybody. And you know what? I respect that as a competitor. I get a little angry or miffed. I like to say if I don't win, I'm just that competitive. So I like that about him. Another great thing was Jimmy Johnson got a 9th place finish, and that snaps 10-race streak being outside of the top 10. Good to see him get back. He's starting to work his way back up into the standings. He's moved himself up to 18th in the standings, so that's doing pretty good. You kind of want to be above the rookies who are right behind him, Darrell Wallace in 19th and William Byron in 20th in the standings. But, yeah, good to see Jimmy Johnson starting to get the Chevy and the wheels back under him there a little bit too.
Top 10 in points as we come back to Martinsville, where, again, the winner last year was Brad Keselowski with Larson sitting on the pole. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, teammate Brad Keselowski, and Ryan Blaney, the top 5 in points. Then comes Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, Clint Bowyer, Eric Almirola. Joe Gibbs Racing, what do you think so far in 2018? Kind of assess that 4-driver team at Joe Gibbs. What do you think?
I think that they're strong. I think, Suarez, he might be a little bit of the weak link, but, the Toyotas are really strong. So I don't know that it's just Joe Gibbs Racing because Truex is right up there. But, yeah, and in the top 10 right now, there's still more Fords up there. But Joe Gibbs Racing is looking really strong. We call him that Jones boy, but Eric Jones in the number 20 car, he kept in the top 10 all race long. I actually listened in on some of his chatter between himself and the crew chief and the spotter. It was just good to have him being up there, just being consistent, running with the big dogs. If somebody good got ahead of him, he got right in behind him and trying to learn from that. I think that the Toyotas are coming back up, getting back off kind of where they finished off last year. We saw the Fords get a little bit of a jump, and we see the Chevys a little bit behind. But, yeah, very strong by Joe Gibbs Racing. I got to agree.
We're talking to Mike Henry. He joins us twice a week. Love having this guy on. He gives such great reports. The NASCAR Fans Reporter. The Xfinity Series, again, is for as much as Truex dominated the Cup race, Logano, 139 out of 150 laps he led, got his first NASCAR Xfinity Series victory of the season, number 29 of his career, and so he wins big on Saturday in the Roseanne 300, the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. So big win for the Cup driver Joey Logano, brings home the checkers, and that was another dominating performance, this time by Joey Logano.
And it was. I mean, like you said, he led that many of those laps. 139 of the 150. But the crazy thing, he only got behind. He went off on a little bit of a different pit sequence, and that kind of put him behind everybody else. He had to restart. That's my dog right there. I get the people. But he had to restart 16th. He restarted 16th on lap 125. And by lap 126, he was back up to we're on the radio. Well, by lap 126, he was already back up there and dominating, getting right back up there in the top 3. So awesome. Great run for him. But also, don't forget the Junior Motorsports guys. They stayed strong. They're still doing great in the standings, and they finished great in that race as well.
We're talking to our buddy Mike Henry. This is the beauty of doing a live show. We got dogs barking. I know yesterday we had a kid crying at Mike's Medicine Mart, and and squalling pretty loud, and I don't know how much it went over the microphone, but it was pretty loud in my ears. You just never know. You just go with it and remain calm, keep on trucking. So tell me about the penalties and the NASCAR response to the penalties, and also Jeffrey Earnhardt having a tough week. Tell me about those two stories.
Well, I think the big story in the penalties was about 13 of the Cup cars failed to make it all through the pre-qualifying inspection. Now that, you think that does them bad because it put them at the back of the pack, even though that they didn't qualify. But it put them back there with fresh tires. Now, NASCAR saw that was kind of a disadvantage for guys who actually fairly went through the process. So Bob Pockrass of NASCAR is reporting that NASCAR is going to ramp up the penalties for the teams that fail the pre-qualifying check and don't make a qualifying lap. Right? Likely you're going to see this here at Martinsville. But those cars that don't make a qualifying lap, not only will they have to go to the rear of the field, but they're going to have to serve a pass-through penalty, which means they're going to, after the race gets going, once they're on the green flag, they're going to have to drive down pit road at pit road speed. So on a big track, that might not do them that bad, but at Martinsville, that could put them a lap back and do some big problems. So I think we're going to see that kind of tighten the britches of the crew chiefs and see if we can get these cars passed through a little bit more. On the Jeffrey Earnhardt, hey, he had a great run. We always liked having an Earnhardt in the Daytona 500. That was 40 some odd years when him doing that. But he's been racing with Starcom. He's been doing not too well, a 34th, a 31st, a 35th, and just a 36th here at the Auto Club Speedway. So Starcom is part of their ways with him. They're going to go ahead and put in Landon Castle. He's going to be driving the USFRA Chevy Camaro. This is going to be his 230th start in the Cup Series. So we're looking for him to do a little bit better than Jeffrey Earnhardt. Jeffrey's a good guy, but just not that great of a driver.
And so what happens to Jeffrey Earnhardt? Is this kind of like the nail in the coffin, and does the junior step up and help him, or does this guy just kind of fade away? What do you think will happen now to Jeffrey Earnhardt?
And, I think he's like everybody else. You just got to get back out there and you just got to dig. You got to dig and get yourself some sponsors. I don't know whether Dale Jr. is going to find a spot for him at Junior Motorsports. I think they keep that kind of business and not family related. But he's a good guy. He's just not that great of a driver. You would like to be as good as your namesake. I'm sure he would like to be as great as his grandfather. Heck, I'd like to be just as good as my own daddy right there. So I can understand that. But I'm not as good as my daddy, and he's not as good as his granddaddy.
There you go. Well put. So our buddy Mike Hedrick, we get racing this weekend. We got a doubleheader. The Xfinity Series is off as they head off to Texas in 2 weeks. So the trucks are back on the track at Martinsville, the paperclip, along with the Cup drivers. So we'll get a full report on that and a preview coming up on Friday. What do you want to leave us with today, my friend?
Hey, just want to leave everybody with, hey, we got a little bit of weather coming in, so wherever you're at, go ahead and get your milk and your bread before everybody starts freaking out and get to the stores. Get yourself hunkered down. We got one last winter storm. And then, hey, spring is on the way. Got great racing. I think they're going to get it cleared up in Martinsville. And, hey, everybody be ready Friday. We got a good NASCAR report coming up.
There you go. Thank you, my friend. Give me some screen taters. I'll talk to you Friday.
All right, buddy. Screen taters. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Good man right there. Love that guy's interviews. Again, does a phenomenal job. Our buddy Mike Hedrick again. And while we're thinking about racing, be sure and go to this website, TomTaylorSports.com/contest, and get yourself eligible to win tickets to the world's last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway, for the Food City 500 and the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300, the Xfinity Series race. Eric Jones back to defend his crown from that race. And also that same day on the 14th, it's a doubleheader, the Zombie Auto 150. And that's a heck of a race, and that's the race in which Harrison Burton, Jeff Burton's son, again will defend his crown in that particular series as well. So a doubleheader coming up on the 14th. And again, the big race coming up on Sunday, 26 days out, the Food City 500. So again, be sure and take a look at that and get yourself eligible. All you got to do is go to that website, enter to win. The winners will be announced, as you see right here, on Monday, April the 9th. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We're live again at Movement Mortgage. Go to JeremyLivesey.com. Jeremy's going to join us coming up here again one more time. If you've not been to Chick-fil-A, you will be there tomorrow. We'll be talking up this Frosted Sunrise. Woohoo! You talking about good. Creamy and tart. It's a combination of the signature vanilla ice cream at Chick-fil-A along with Simply orange juice. It's available in small and large servings starting at $2.85. Here's a cool thing. Both have fewer calories than a milkshake. Again, 320 calories for the small, 390 calories for the large. It is ice cream and Simply orange juice whipped together. It is awesome. It's called Frosted Sunrise, a brand new product. It's been out about 2 weeks, and it's going great guns. It is a seasonal favorite, which means it won't last long, and it's not that far away from, I love it, peach milkshakes. Will be coming in pretty soon at your local Chick-fil-A. And again, we'll be at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings right up the road, 2 exits up in North Johnson City, or actually 1 exit up, coming up tomorrow. We're looking forward to being there and having a big time. Again, at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City. Chris Brown will be with us tomorrow, breaking down the March Madness bracketing. The head basketball coach for the Daniel Boone boys came in last week, did a phenomenal job, had a lot of positive feedback, so we got him back in tomorrow. Greg Salyer will be there tomorrow. Steve McCauley and Fellowship of Christian Athletes will be there, along with Erskine and Avatarte to sing a little bit more. He's back in town for the Fields of Faith coming up tomorrow night at Unaka High School, although that's right in the crosshairs up in Carter County this winter storm warning, so I guess that'll be on tomorrow. I don't know, but it's scheduled to be at this point. But we do have snow coming in here late tonight and all night snow event up in the mountains, so we'll see. But Erskine and Avatarte is scheduled to be here tomorrow, and so we'll be live at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday we'll be at Champion Chevrolet, and Friday got a surprise for you, and so we'll be telling you more about that coming up tomorrow and Thursday. Before we go to the break, I'm sitting there looking at myself on the screen. The hair, PanteneBeautifulLinks.com is where you want to go to find out more. Growing the hair for cancer patients, it'll reach the appropriate length, and it's almost there. And so at that point, we'll have it cut off by our buddy, the Gator Man at Cherokee Barbershop, again down in South Johnson City. And we'll send that off to Pantene, where they'll weave it in with other folks' wigs to help ladies going through chemo and or radiation lost their hair. So again, you can be a part of this if you're interested in doing the same thing. Just go to Pantene, Pantene, I think it's how you spell it. Yeah, PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. We're going this route because other folks that do this charge the cancer patients for the wigs, and Pantene does not. They figure, you're going through enough. We're not going to charge you for a wig after losing your hair for going through cancer treatment. So PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. Quick break. We'll be right back. Jeff Bingham joins us coming up next. He will. Looking forward to hearing from Jeff, see what he's got to say about the March Madness brackets. And they got a big event coming up tonight he wants to promote. So we'll do that right after this time out as we're live here at Movement Mortgage. JeremyLivesey.com is a website to go to on show number 712 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one-and-done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Again, we're live at Movement Mortgage, again in Boones Creek, right across from Cracker Barrel. JeremyLivesey.com is the number you want, or the website you want to go to. Hello, Tank Morrell over in Elizabeth and says, let it snow. Yep, we're officially into spring at 12:15 today, and yet we've got a winter storm warning for the mountainous counties of our region. So if you are traveling tonight, in all seriousness, be paying attention because we're supposed to get in the mountains some serious snow. We're talking anywhere from 2 to 8 inches of snow in the mountains tonight. So pay attention. And western North Carolina, southwest Virginia, of course, the mountains of East Tennessee, there's a winter storm warning. Go figure on the first day of spring. So anyway, we've got baseball at 5 o'clock. If we can get that in before the rain starts, we'll see. We'll be at Sullivan East. Yesterday, Trey Shound with hello, Martha Buck, watching the show. Thank you, ma'am. Hello to Ashley Livesey. Hello to Andy Peace in West Virginia watching the show. Appreciate that very much. Marcia Estes, Dan's lovely bride, watching the show. Thank you. We had a big one yesterday, 10-0, Elizabethton in the slaughter rule, 5-run inning rule. So same two teams, weather permitting, tonight at 5 o'clock from Sullivan East. We're going there about 4:30. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton. All right, let's go to the phone. You see on the screen our buddy Jeff Bingham with B&H Wealth Strategies. Good afternoon, Captain. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Tom. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Can you believe first day of spring they're calling for a winter storm warning?
No, I just listened to you go through that right there, and if you, I don't know if you didn't hear me in the background, I said, you got to be kidding. Yeah. I'm not a fan. I'll just go ahead and
no.
I'm ready for it really to be spring.
Amen, brother. Preach it.
Hope we miss some of it.
Yes. All right, let's break down the brackets. We're going to talk about an event you got coming up tonight here in a few minutes at Giuseppe's. We'll talk about that. But some hoops. Let's start with the South bracket. You got Kansas State, Kentucky, and Loyola and Nevada. What do you think? First off, is your bracket blown to pieces, or are you doing pretty good?
You know, honestly, I haven't even. I don't know for sure. I've been busy and I hadn't checked it. I tried to get Jake to tell me a little bit about how I was doing, so I'm not really sure. I got to find it somewhere here in my office. I think I have a few people still playing.
Okay. All right. Well, having said that,
I know I have Duke still playing. So there you go.
There you go.
So, Kansas.
So forget your bracket. Let's just follow my lead here. Kansas State.
Let's do that. Stay away from mine.
There you go. In the South, Kansas State, Kentucky, Loyola, and Nevada. Who do you like in those games?
Kentucky for sure. I think Kentucky is they typically do this time of year. I think Calipari's got them playing pretty good. So I expect them to continue to move on. And I would think, I don't know a whole lot about Loyola. I watched Nevada play a little the other night against Cincinnati. So I'm going to go with Nevada there. How about that?
Yep. And the Vols, of course, had Heartbreak Hotel. Loyola is that bounce and went in and broke their hearts. And so I still think Rick Barnes had a great year at Tennessee. What do you think?
I thought he did a great job. I mean, a team that was picked to be either last or second to last in the SEC, and 12th or 13th, and that's where they finished the regular season. And I thought they didn't, as we talked on the air the other night. I said I thought that game the other night was going to be the hardest game. It would be a hard game for them to get through, and it proved obviously to be the case. They got, they took the lead. I thought they played good defense on Loyola's last possession. The kid rose up, made got a good shot off and got a great bounce and went in. And we got a pretty good look on the other end, kind of the same really kind of play, the bounce up, and we didn't get the bounce. And that's what happens, it's just one and done at this time of year, and it's heartbreaking, but you'll go home sometime.
Yep.
63 are going to experience that out. So.
As my late father used to say, some days you get the peanuts and some days you get the shells. So there you go. It was a shell day for the Big Orange.
Yep.
All right, East Regional, Villanova, West Virginia, and Texas Tech and Purdue. Who do you like in those games?
Nova for sure, from that standpoint. Although I think Huggins teams are always play tough, but I really think Jay Wright's one of the true superstar coaches and out there today, and he's kind of year in and year out. When I was talking the other night, I was talking about teams and cultures and the ones that are always there, seemingly, and Nova I think falls into that category now. They're there year in and year out. I think he's built a heck of a. It's already a good basketball school, but I think he has just, taken Raleigh Massimino's kind of program and just rolled it into truly a power. And I'm impressed with Jay Wright. I mean, I'm not a huge Nova fan, but I am impressed with Jay Wright. I'm a Jay Wright fan, I guess. I think so. I'd go with them.
Texas Tech and Purdue, the Red Raiders and the Boilermakers. What do you think about that? That would be a number 3 seed against number 2 seed.
And you look at that, I understand that Purdue's the big guy broke an arm or did he's hurt and out. It certainly hurts them, but I'm going to still say Purdue's going to advance there.
We're talking to Jeff Bingham from B&H Wealth Strategies, one of our new sponsors here on the show. Midwest, Kansas, number 1 seed, takes on Clemson, the number 5 seed. Who do you like there?
Well, I watched Clemson and Auburn the other day, and wow, did Clemson just beat the daylights out of Auburn. That was kind of surprising, wasn't it? I mean, you kept thinking Auburn might make a run, and it just kept getting worse. College kids. You gotta go, right? I got some, so I can say that without question.
Without question.
I'm going to go. I think you got to go chalk there. You go Kansas.
On the other side, of course, I guess the Cinderella story of the whole tournament, Syracuse had to play in to get in to beat Arizona State in the first 4, then beats TCU, the number 6 seed, and then, of course, they come back and defeat Michigan State, the number 3 seed. So Syracuse rolls in against the Duke Blue Devils, Duke, a number 2 seed, and you like the Dukies, you like Syracuse in another Midwest game?
Yeah, well, anybody that knows me as you do, I'm not ever going to pick anybody other than Duke. So, big Duke fan. Again, I think you look at Duke's team, if they just play well as a team, certainly can they certainly can win this whole thing, and could get beat by Syracuse. There's no question about that either. But I just think the talent level there and just the whole thing, I think they move on. And if you saw my bracket, you'd see I had them. I said 63 are going to go home. I've got them not. So that's where I would go.
In the West Regional, the Florida State Seminoles, the number 9 seed, taking on Gonzaga, the number 4 seed. Bulldogs or Seminoles? Who do you like in that one?
I'm going to go with the Zags. I think, another program that has just, come from mid-major to now being a power again, and I think they're good enough to get through Florida State and win. Now, again, I think on any given time that ball's coming up in today's world, when you watch who's won these ball games and you go back and look at a UMBC beating Virginia, obviously the Florida State certainly beat them, but I think it's the Zags for sure.
On the other side, you got Michigan, the number 3 seed, taking on the Texas A&M Aggies, the number 7 seed. Who's going to win that one, Wolverines or Aggies?
I guess I'll go chalk. I'm going to go Michigan. I think they will. I mean, obviously A&M just handled Carolina. This was Sunday evening without much problem there. But I think winning big games like that and beating programs like Carolina, I think those are hard to come back for. Now you got to beat another big team. I'm gonna go Wolverines.
It's pretty cool. By the time we get to your office coming up on Monday, we'll be down to the Elite 8, which is going to be neat. We'll have lots to talk about. We'll be there live at his office on Monday. There on Center Street in Kingsport. We're talking to our buddy Jeff Bingham with B&H Wealth Strategies. Got a little get-together tonight at Giuseppe's. The place got great food and be a lot of great information going out tonight. So tell us what's happening at Giuseppe's in Kingsport.
Yeah, we're doing something that we call our roundtable discussions, and we're actually doing 3 nights in succession, if you will. We're doing tonight at Giuseppe's, we're doing Thursday night, and then the following Tuesday night. And I believe that'd be the 20th, the 22nd, and the 27th of March. seating is limited, so if you happen to be listening out there, we might have a few spots. I know we actually do for tonight. We're probably booked on the other ones because we take a very small crowd. That's what these are all about. When we talk about roundtable discussions, we get a small group of people together. We obviously are going to feed you at Giuseppe's, and we're going to sit around and talk, hopefully, about anything you want, but hopefully mostly financial things and retirement planning and kind of the life experiences that, what you might expect in retirement and how it kind of works, and for money and other parts of life and what we call lifestyle experience that we talk a lot about. So really what it amounts to at one of these, Tom, is that I do, I'll go up and kind of introduce the company and talk about who we are and what we do and how we go about and what makes us a little bit different. But basically I open it up to the audience with that small group of people and let them ask what's on their mind. And, hopefully I can add some texture and some answers that make sense. And really what ends up happening too is that sometimes the audience will kind of answer each other because they might have some of the experiences that they're asking me about. So we really get into it truly is a discussion. It's not I'm not going to get up there and lecture. There's no PowerPoint slideshow. It is about as comfortable and as informal as we can possibly make it. And just to try to answer questions that are on folks' mind as they start thinking about, retirement and financial security and what's going on in the world today.
And so that'll happen tonight at Giuseppe's. And so that starts at what time again?
We start at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Run 6 to 8-ish or whenever everybody gets through eating and asking their questions. So but we start at 6, and sometimes people run a little bit late. We understand that 6 o'clock can be early if you're working and whatnot. So people roll in between 6. Anywhere from 6 to 6:20, and we just kind of get started. And like I said, the worst thing you have, you get run a little bit, meet some nice people, and get to eat at Giuseppe's.
Get some great food at Giuseppe's again on Stone Drive in Kingsport. It's awesome. So that's tonight. Again, starting at 6. If you're interested in going, hope that you are. 247-1152. Another opportunity coming up on Thursday this week as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll do it on Thursday night as well. Again, it's a repeat of what we do from the Tuesday night. But like I said, when we do these roundtables, we do them in areas. We're doing Kingsport here. We'll in a couple of months we'll be going to Johnson City. We do them in the area anywhere from from Tri-Cities to Southwest Virginia. We are going to pick a local restaurant that one has great food and people want to go to and have that experience, and also has kind of the ability for us to have a room where we can be a little bit segregated from the rest of or segmented from the rest of the crowd there, and can be quiet, and so people can be comfortable asking their questions, and we're not having to shout over top or bothering other people that are eating there. So, but we'll be doing these throughout the course of 2018. We've been doing this for years and years, and so we'll have other announcements. You can't get into this one, and folks that are out there listening and are interested, if you don't get a mailing from us, you can, however this worldwide internet stuff works here, they can send us a Facebook message or however that works, or call me or you, and we'll work them in. We'll get them in.
You get them in. You got it. Hey, great report. I'll talk to you. If I don't see you, I'll see you for sure on Monday. We'll be at your office broadcasting live. Can't wait. So without question, we're going to see you soon. And that'll be, I would assume, Monday. We'll be at your place ready to roll. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I think it's going to be the first one we've done here. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to do it. I really can't. And I mean that. It's been fun getting back and sitting down with you and talking and kind of doing this. It's like I said, the boys are back, right?
The boys are back. The band's back together. I'll see you Monday.
All right. Have a great one. Thanks.
Yep. Great job. Our buddy Jeff Bingham from B&H Wealth Strategies. Again, brand new sponsor. 247-1152 is the number to call to get dialed in there if you want to go tonight and get a meal at Giuseppe's, which is great Italian food. Oh, baby. Mamma mia. And so that would be happening tonight. Again, the roundtable with B&H Wealth Strategies happening, as we said, at Giuseppe's tonight and Thursday nights. If you can't make the nights too short a notice, buzz them at 247-1152. Great information. Of course, B&H Wealth Strategies has been in it for 50-plus years, again, taking care of folks' money. So you don't run out of money before you run out of time, and that's kind of their theme. And the Four Seasons experience, they use that also, and he'll talk about that, I'm sure, tonight as well. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll bring him back in, our buddy Jeremy Livesey. Again, one of our pals, and does a great job here, much like our other sponsors do at their particular jobs and their particular product category. This youngster does a good job as well. And youngster, yeah. Well, you're a lot younger than me. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We've got baseball today scheduled. 4:30 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. Elizabeth and at Sullivan East here on the Facebook, Tom Taylor, or the Tom Taylor Sports Show here on Facebook, and also on TomTaylorSports.com.
Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7, and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
We're back live again. Let's get him on the screen. That would be our buddy Jeremy Livesey, where we are today, broadcasting live. About to wrap this thing up and get ready for baseball this afternoon. So do you think we'll have a baseball game or we'll get rain? We just looked at the hour by hour, starting about 5 o'clock. What do you think?
Looks like it's going to rain. It's excellent football weather. But I would say the stands will not be packed. It might be Tom sitting there by himself watching a ball game.
There you go. I'm kind of anticipating you sitting there like Forrest Gump at the bus stop.
Exactly.
Waiting. Yeah. But we are due to have a ball game. We'll see. I mean, I don't
think you will.
No. But it at this point is on. So 4:30 airtime. We'll go first pitch at 5. We can get it going. But the hour by hour says it's going to start raining at 5 o'clock. So we'll see. But we'll be there anyway. We'll get set up and ready to go just in the event. So we are
Bring
here.
your umbrella.
What?
Just bring an umbrella.
Oh yeah, a rain suit.
Yep.
You remember when you were a little guy, the little yellow you had to wear it, had a little hood, like a little cone, the little rain suit. It weighed about 50 pounds. Just made you sweat like a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember those?
There's no air movement.
No.
Like a sauna.
Just exactly right. Just sweat like a pig.
Yeah.
It's raining. You couldn't take it off.
No.
It was real heavy, old yellow, and that heavy yellow, and you had those galoshes that weighed 50 pounds.
It was like a traffic cone. It's not good.
A traffic cone?
Yeah, it's like a little short guy, just a little short yellow guy. Yeah.
So you had to wear them. Your folks made you wear them too.
Oh, absolutely.
There you go. We all had to wear them, I guess,
I
back
had
in
the
the
snow
day.
boots, which you put your actual shoes in.
That's it.
Yeah, I had those too.
Little traffic cone.
Yeah.
Little Jeremy Livesey walking to school, traffic cone.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're here live at Movement Mortgage, again, right across from the Cracker Barrel in Boones Creek. Again, JeremyLivesey.com is the website. Again, Movement Mortgage, you missed it earlier. All right, we talk about people moving in. What are folks looking for? They're looking for farms or mini condos, mini farms. What's
pretty much everything right now? We've got a lot of people wanting condos. It seems the younger crowd don't want to do yard work, and I hate to say that. I didn't think I'd ever say that. The younger crowd.
Yeah.
But a lot of your college graduates, stuff like that, just too busy to take care of this.
Or too lazy, just don't want to fool with it.
Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
And,
cut it.
but-
Call it like it is.
And we have a lot of people who, the older, they want single level patio home type stuff, and we got those around here that we close on a lot of those. Just got one this morning. One of the realtors in Kingsport that we're working with. He's got 12 acres of land and I think Mount Carmel, and so it's getting a little bit of everything.
VA, you take a lot of pride. You guys can move those, can't you?
Yeah. Like the VA.
Yeah.
They're easy.
A lot of folks don't want to do it, though, right? Is what you told me. Some
a lot of
competition?
paperwork, and we've got down to a science, and we have in-house underwriting, so that helps out a lot as far as the company. So we have dedicated VA underwriters, dedicated VA processing, so it makes it a little bit easier for us.
You said earlier in the show you had one came in yesterday, and you've already sent it. The paperwork's already been sent back. Is that correct?
Yeah, we already sent the underwriting. We got the approval back late yesterday. So
same day.
Same day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for folks getting ready to buy, I mean, what is it you look at? A credit score? What's the biggest determining factor, I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, it depends on the product. We do first-time home buyers. We do people with limited credit. Most of your young people don't have a whole lot of credit to begin with, so we can use non-traditional lines of credit sometimes depending on the product. We don't do it a whole lot, but then you offer, for VAs, VA's the biggie on that one. Credit scores, debt-to-income ratios, stuff like that. They are a little more lenient when it comes to debt ratios. FHA is more for people with limited resources as far as down payment. They are a little more forgiving on credit scores, but they also have mortgage insurance, so it kind of offset one or the other. And then your conventional loans are basically your vanilla easy loans, the 10, 15, 20% down. Just usually you're a person with 700 plus credit scores, and then depending on the size of the house, if it's different loan programs have loan limits, so they'll go up to FHA goes up to about 285. Above that, you have to go conventional or VA or something like that.
So is there anybody you can't help out there? I mean, is there somebody that's just not viable?
People that have no credit are hard to deal with because they have to build a credit. Or if you've got somebody that's had, we see a lot here, just with divorces and a lot of times death in the family, depending on, like on the VA side. We have a lot of surviving spouses and stuff like that come in that can use the VA, the eligibility of their husband. So we see a lot of stuff like that, but if they don't have all their paperwork set up prior to, it kind of puts a halt on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why we ask them to come to us before they start looking for a house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is go to jeremylivesey.com. That's where you start, and there's a button right there where it says you can apply.
Yep.
And so that gets the ball rolling. And again, the speed is the key. So you did the same one yesterday. So typically on the average right now, what's it taking? 4 or 5 days or 3 days or?
Well, normally we can have our approval back within a couple of days after taking the loan out. We usually, issue docs, tell them what paperwork we need. By the time they bring it in, then we, give them a couple of days for that. So we can have an approval within 3 or 4 days sometimes.
When you go out house hunting, to me, it would make them, this is the way I did it. I went and got approved first, and then I thought, okay, they said, here's your spending limit. You got the parameters of this and this. Because I know other folks went out there and said, man, I like that house right there. And they go and they find out they can't get in it. And it's discouraging and kind of a bummer. So am I right in saying come to you first, get pre-approved, and then
Yeah, we actually have just started it's a buyer's, I'm sure they've got some cool acronym for it, but we can do a fully underwritten file without a contract. So if you've got somebody who hasn't found a house yet, we can go ahead and do the loan application, have it underwritten just like a regular file, and go through underwriting and everything. And then when they find a house, all you do is throw the contract in there.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
And you've told me there's been people who's been approved. Have called you on the weekend and said, hey, we're out here, and you actually figured up calculate on the phone, said, probably can't get that one, or you can get that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Neat.
My wife really enjoys that.
Oh, I'm sure. The guy works all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I try. Mrs. Livesey, I know you're watching, so I only call him when I have to, because I know that his time with you is at a premium because he's on
On
the
call
go all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you're in charge of how many folks here? You call them agents, associates? What do you call them?
There's loan officers, yeah.
Loan officers. Yeah. You have McClure, Boyd.
We have McClure. We have Rob Wagner.
Jennifer.
Jennifer Holyfield. We have Angie Omlin. And we have me.
Mm-hmm. And you got.
We have Brittany.
You got the one, the only Brittany.
And then we have Crystal up front.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a loan officer, but she's a very vital team player.
Yes.
Yes.
Keeps everybody in.
Keeps everybody in check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the middle of the road. Can't waver. No rabbit trails.
No.
Keep you pointed right down the road. Does a good job.
Yeah.
Let's see. Were you talking to Josh Lawson yesterday? You're going to be involved down at the Kingsport Mets again this year.
Yes. We're going to have our picture right on the out on the wall next to the scoreboard.
So every time I look up and watch the score at the game, I see. There you we see his face and his smile.
Yeah, that should be good for 2 or 3 runs a game.
There you go.
Yeah.
2 or 3 loans too.
Yeah, that'd be
Every
great.
bit of
I'll
it.
just stand out on the warning track and just wait on people.
wave at them and go.
That's right.
And point to the billboard.
Exactly.
Too. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So Ashley says, "Ha, you can call anytime." No, because when I call, it's like, I hate calling over there because you're usually watching ball games, just relaxing or kick back. So now she cooks. Mrs. Livesey cooks.
She have.
Yeah. Because I called, what you were down eating dinner one night. She whipped up we finally got you home in time to cook something.
Yeah. She gets home late though when she works, so it's usually a grill or a carryout.
Sure. Yeah. In her defense, she works and he works, so when they do sit down, what was it
It's probably a steak or something.
It was, I think it was maybe a steak. I called up and
she can cook a good steak.
Oh baby.
Yeah.
So she was whipping up a steak and I called him and he just said, "Call you back."
Oh yeah.
I said, "Okay."
You don't mess around with that.
No, with Jeremy's time to eat, get out of the way.
Yeah.
So like most of us. But yes, Mrs. Livesey's a great cook, so it's all good. You will be there starting in June with the Kingsport Mets. We had Josh on the show yesterday. He does a great job.
Yeah.
So
went to high school with him.
Yep, good kid. I say kid. I keep calling you guys youngsters and kids.
Yeah, he's older than me, and he's still a kid, so
yeah.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
He just got married, too.
Yeah.
He's a happy camper. Met April, and she's a sweetheart, so it's all good there.
A 4-week honeymoon, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He was an extended getaway down in spring training.
Yeah.
The Mets. JeremyLivesey.com. One more time, you go there, what will you find, my friend?
So a picture of me, a little blog about the company, and we'll apply here, and it'll walk you through the whole loan process.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've been intrigued by folks. You're the closest one I've ever been around that has a watch that the messages come on. Mm-hmm. Let me see the phone again. So you have, when people send you messages, they come now on your phone. This is like Dick Tracy.
Yeah, and actually I can talk to it like Knight Rider.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can talk to your phone?
Yeah.
No.
I can leave my phone here and go somewhere and my watch will answer it.
So you're going on talking like this?
No, I don't, because I think it's stupid looking.
But you could.
I could if I want to, yeah.
Actually make us, get a steak and potato or something. I mean, you could do that.
I can have a full conversation.
You're being serious?
Yeah.
With that phone?
Yeah.
What kind of phone is it?
It's an iWatch.
Really? I learned something new. I didn't know that. I mean, here's a guy that just...
It's really disturbing, actually.
Well, the Bluetooth thing, you see people talking all the time.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So
because you don't know if they're talking to you or somebody else.
Exactly, in the store.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So now you can
at least they know I'm talking to like my car, or
So if you're in the store
and pick me up.
You're in Food City shopping, and I see you doing this, and I know you're talking to your
Exactly.
wristwatch. And so people are doing that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can hook that up to your Bluetooth too.
Way too much for me.
Yeah.
I just, I do good. Just do
Technology
a tap on the phone.
just went right past you.
Yeah. Ashley said Jeremy. I don't know what that means. She just sent your first name.
She probably is giving me a bad look and rolled her eyes.
I'm usually thinking that's probably what I was thinking.
She's like, you're eating up airtime here.
Jeremy. And it's ... like maybe watch yourself. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But she's an icing, and he is too, and he does a great job. What'd you say, 3 million?
Yeah, we're
so
just
far
done
in
with
the
3
month?
million, yeah. It's not too bad.
Love coming over and doing the show. We coming back next month?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love coming over here. Love hanging out with this guy. He's top shelf. Here's here's the cool thing too. He's went out and hired, some great loan officers too, great ones. So you pick some good ones, and they hustle and work hard, and so and they're supposed to. That's why you hired them.
Right now, the sickness has gotten a few of them, but other than that,
sick bug.
Yeah, we got a few stragglers today.
Down.
Yeah.
Get a couple of them down. They'll be back.
Yeah.
So
they'll be all right.
Say hello to Andy Peace in West Virginia watching, would you please?
Hey, Andy Peace.
Yeah, she's watching up in West Virginia. So there you go. One more time, we got baseball, you think, or not? What do you think? Call it. You think we're going to make it?
I will say probably not.
Okay. If we do, and closing on the show here, if we do, it'll be 5 o'clock, 4:40, 4:45 airtime. And again, we are in our winter storm warning.
It rained out in the third.
Yeah. Don't forget to set up, and I hate that.
You're getting just below an official game, and they'll cancel it.
God.
You got to go back.
The absolute worst thing for a broadcaster for me is a rain delay.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got dead air.
Oh, well, you have to go back and, you get to stop and come back and just either start it and do it or just not do it.
You can't show Andy Griffith like on PBS.
No, can't do Forrest Gump. We'll take a break and come back. We got to do it. So, all right, good job. Appreciate you, my friend.
Have a wonderful day.
I will. Dodge the raindrops.
I will.
And I'm going to put on my little yellow.
Whatever that thing is.
Yeah, a little slicker, little yellow slicker. Used to wear a little cone head, sweat like a dog in it. Weighed about 40 pounds.
Yeah.
And then those little galoshes that felt like you walking with cinder blocks on your legs. So, oh well, it is what it is. Hey, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We want to say thanks to Dan Estes talking putt-putt because we got 2 state championship, or actually 1 national tournament coming in, a $15,000 purse coming in. It is the PPA, the Professional Putters Association National Tournament coming to town. That'll be on June the 23rd and 24th. Then the Tennessee State Putt-Putt Championship on Thursday, June 21st. I know it's a ways out, but again, we want to tell you about it because you may want to hone your skills and get involved in it. And then, of course, we're going to be over there on June 28th to help with the St. Jude's Putt-Putt Golf Tournament. These folks have raised a lot of money. Over $100,000 they've raised, raising money through Putt-Putt for the St. Jude's. And so Renee says, stay dry. Yeah, thanks, Renee. I'm probably going to do a backstroke down to first base. So I'm telling you, I looked at the hour by hour. I looked at it. It says right at 5 o'clock, 70% chance of rain, and it doesn't stop, I don't think, till Wednesday night, rain or snow. So get up there and get set up, and first pitch, and boom, be a cloud burst. And I'm going to take Jeremy Livingston's name in vain. And Renee's. Oh, Lordy, it's part of it. This is just go with the flow. Springtime in East Tennessee. I mean, what was it, 3 weeks ago we were in the 80s?
I wore shorts the other day.
Yeah. And all these trees can come out here. I'm looking to rafter pair outside, beautiful trees. Yeah, I've already mowed mine too. So, and now we're getting ready to winter storm warning. Oh well, it is that which it is. Yeah, that tells you God's in control of the weather, thank goodness, so we'd mess it up too. All right, we will rejoin you, weather permitting, at 4:45 for first pitch at 5 o'clock, Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball. Again, thanks to Dan Estes, thanks to Jeff Bingham, thanks to Mike Hedrick, and thanks to you giving us a watch and listen. Like and share the show, and again, go right here anytime 24/7 and get your name in the bucket to win tickets to the Food City 500, the Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300, and go right here, TomTaylorSports.com/contest, and we'll announce the winners coming up, as we said, as it says here on the screen, Monday, April the 9th, get you ready to go racing, the world's last great Coliseum. So, for our buddy, Jeremy Livingston, all of our guests, this is Tom Taylor. Until we greet you with our rain suit on at 4:45 from Sullivan East High School. Until then, as always, we'll tell you, win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for watching show number 712 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So long, everybody.